Don't ask.
Finest quality merchandise.
Why am I cursed with such a
Quality
task?
and variety. Conceive for yourself.
How long does it take someone to buy a guar anyway?
There's always more to do.
Best prices here.
Doesn't seem like I'm getting much done here.
Finest quality merchandise.
cursed with such a task?
Good spot. Until I correct it.
I should make a note of that.
Selling, buying, trading, right here.
One thing about Necrom, his name is
She's been here. I can sense it.
I've got what you need.
That's intriguing. I wonder if it's a clue.
Huh, that's interesting.
Got what you need.
I should make a note of that.
Buying, selling, trading.
This is worse than you deemed.
Best prices here.
Let's take a trip off the main roads. See that? Probably something useful in there.
believe she just threw me out. What am I going to do? Please? I have no one else I can turn to. I need help. I worked as a servant in the towers of Tel Drelloth. Nathan, the son of Mistress Drelloth, is being kept prisoner there. At least, I think he must be. Nathan and I had plans to leave Tel Drelloth together. Someone must have found out because the day we planned to leave, I was dismissed from my position. Mistress Drelloth, or Sathiel, I suppose, pushed me out without a chance to see Nathan. If she's holding him against his will, he'll be in the isolation tower. The only access is through the lab in the caverns that run underneath. There's a key in the top floor of the main tower. Please, can you help me? I'll pay for your assistance. Thank the 8 you came along. I had no idea how I would do this on my own. I know Sathiel would just throw me out again, but Nathan is my whole world. I can't possibly leave Tel Drelloth without him. The first step is finding that key. Certainly. You know, it's been so long since I spoke to another outsider. I didn't think I'd miss it so much. I say this with love, but Nathan's not a fighter. He's lived a sheltered life, and Sathiel is a very skilled mage. But he wouldn't fight his mother anyway. Until he met me, he seemed content with heeding Sathiel's every word. I wish I knew. If she were any other Telvanni master, I guess she didn't want her son settling for some low-born servant girl. But nothing like that ever seemed to matter to Sathiel. She was far more focused on her research than her rank anyway. From what I understand, she's trying to cure the Nahatan flu. It took the life of her husband many years ago, when Nathan was just a baby. I'm sure that's why she's so protective of her son, but it's no way to let him live. I heard Sathiel used to keep test subjects in the isolation tower. If she's keeping him anywhere, I imagine it has to be there. He spends most of his time on the balcony of the main tower, but he hasn't been out there at all since I left. Would it matter? Nathan deserves to make his own choices, regardless of his mother's wishes. And if she really felt that way, why wouldn't she just make her feelings known instead of throwing me out? I wasn't trying to steal him from her. There's the main tower. And you can see the isolation tower to the north there. They're not like the towers back home. But they're beautiful in their own way.
Building up a stash. Good thinking.
Good. Nobody's noticed us so far.
Looking stronger already.
The key is in that chest. It's a spare for when the researchers misplace theirs. Got it? Let's speak for a moment. All right, we have the key. This is going better than I thought it would. And it's strange. Everything looks so different in here without the wards. It all feels so empty. Nathan's protective wards. You know, Sathiel's magic barriers that kept Nathan's half of the tower in isolation. I couldn't cross them at all. They certainly made tidying up a bit of a trial. I mentioned the wards before, didn't I? Sorry. I guess I've been here so long it's become normal to me. Sathiel said the outside world would kill Nathan, and she was working on a cure. But as far as I know, she and her husband were trying to cure the Nahatan flu. He died years ago, when Nathan was just a baby, from the disease they were trying to cure. Sathiel must be sheltering Nathan for fear of losing him, too. She's doing it out of love. That I can understand. But that doesn't make it right. We'll take the portal pad to the cellar. Then the key will get us into the labs. From there, it's just making our way through the caverns to the isolation tower. As long as we don't cross Sathiel, the others will be too busy to stop us. Good question. I've never known her to be particularly combative, but if Nathan's wards were any indication, she does wield very powerful magic. Which she may use to escort us out. Nathan's well-being is a family affair, and the researchers are far more focused on their work. They're tasked with observing their subjects for the slightest changes, so they won't keep their eyes on us for long, anyway. Test subjects for her experiments. Animals, as far as I know. Some of the experiments are rather grisly. I kept away from the lab for that exact reason. I've heard some of these Telvanni use slaves for such things, but Cethile's not like that. I don't think I've ever seen it this empty down here. Where is everyone? Wait. What are these subjects doing out of containment? Why are they like this? What has Cethile done to them?
Watch it!
Look around. Maybe there's something here that explains what happened. looks like a letter. What did you find? Anything that explains what's happened? Let me see. No, I'd never write such a thing. Did Cecile write this? Does she really think this sounds like me? What did the... Spores? The researchers spoke of those. Little seeds on the air, invisible to the eye like flu or fever. I think that's how molds and mushrooms make more of themselves. Delman spore sample. Delman? Delman? What is that? It sounds like a name. It sounds familiar. I just can't place where I've heard it before. She mentions these toxic spores interfering with wards. Does that mean Nathan's wards? If these spores reach the isolation tower, he could be in danger. No, the observation outpost. What happened? Where is everyone? Thank the 8 you're all right.
Daisha, stranger, you shouldn't be here. Too dangerous. Go no further. Spores nearly killed me. Barely exposed. Natural immunity. I will live. Heard shouting, then screaming. Everyone came running. Big mistake. Subject spores. Too strong. Wanted to escape. Mistress Dreloth. She coaxed him back to isolation. Delman, too strong. Stronger than I've ever seen. Delman, Mistress Dreloth's greatest experiment. The cure, the affliction. Delman did this. Trouble breathing. Barely survived. The other researchers, not so lucky. Too late for them. Go no further. You could be killed.
I'm glad Tunche is all right, but he's just given us more questions than answers. I know he's one of her most trusted assistants, but if this Delman is one of Cecile's experiments, how does Tunche not blame her for what happened here? I know, but... fetch it all! I just wish I could remember where I've heard it before. Delman. Delman. No, that's just the trouble. If Nathan had said or written it, I'd probably remember it exactly. Delman... It's on the tip of my tongue. Where did Tunche say Sathiel took the subject again? That must mean the isolation tower, where Nathan is. Let's keep going. I don't know what we're going to do, but Sathiel needs to be stopped. The researchers too? Gods, what has she done? Wait, do you feel that? It's like we're being watched.
I've tolerated this incursion long enough. Whoever you are, you've fallen for Dacia's fanciful tale. And now you're enabling her dangerous obsession with my son. Nathan made his feelings for Dacia perfectly clear in the letter he wrote. Or was that vital piece of information kept from you? So what if I did? They'd both do well to believe it. They can never be together, do you hear me? Never! Leave this place! Forget all that you've seen, or you'll end up worse than Tunche. Delman? Where did you hear this name, Delman? Wait, I remember you from old Isra. You stopped Shalreni. You saved us all. But you cannot help here. You will find only monsters ahead. Leave while you still can.
Delman was her husband. That's right. I must have heard it from her once, long ago when she first brought me on. He died from the Nahatan flu. The thing she's trying to cure. I've never seen her like this before. I don't know. Has she gone mad? Was she always this way? If so, she's been hiding it, and I can't blame her. If she were carted off to Gorn, she'd be parted from Nathan. The thought of it probably only made things worse for her. If you mean to heed Sathiel's words and leave, then I'll have to go on alone. Nathan is my whole world. I'm not leaving without him.
If you won't listen to me, perhaps my guardian will compel you to turn back.
You're going to regret this.
You cannot fight the danger that lies ahead. This is your last chance. Dacia, turn back, or you may never leave this tower again.
Dacia, stay back! I tried to escape, but she was right. My mother was right about everything.
Nathan, what are you talking about? We're here to rescue you.
Stay back from the ward. Mother says it's already in a weakened state due to the strength of my affliction. I don't recognize you, stranger. What are you doing with Dacia? Rescue? Then she really does love me? There was this note, you see. I was certain it was fake, but then I saw you and, well, I started to wonder. But I cannot leave. If you came through the caverns, you must have seen what I'm capable of. My father, yes. The affliction my mother gave me. She named it after him. I didn't know until I tried escaping. The wards were never for my protection. They kept others safe from me. If I had left with Dacia when we planned, she'd be dead. A living cure. A symbiote that protects its host with toxic spores. I would not be alive without it, and it would not thrive without me. All these years, she really has been trying to cure me so I might live a normal life. Why did I ever doubt her?
So now you know the truth. I'd kept this secret from Nathan his whole life. That he might not grow up knowing he was a monster of my own making. That he might keep his will to live while I sought a cure. After all, I gave him the Nahatan flu and cured him of that too. Delmin and I were trying to save the world. A promising fungal spore sample was on its way from Black Marsh when Delmin caught the very thing we were trying to cure. And I lost him. I had to know if the spores would have saved him. And now I know. Nathan came from me. I am enough of him that the fungal symbiote does not register me as a separate entity, and therefore not a threat to its host. That is when I named it. Delman Mycota. The cure, like love, that would be with us always. The truth is a poor cure for love. I did not want Dacia to share my fate of being shackled to tell Dreloff by her own heartstrings. So I tried to drive her away. But since hers is a love that clearly cannot be cured, I have devised a choice for her. If Dacia is willing, I can safely inoculate her with the same spores I used on Nathan. She will share his affliction and his confinement. But they will be together, and she will want for nothing, except perhaps her freedom. Then she can make herself useful and help me find a cure. I'll hire her on again. I need someone dependable to procure rare ingredients to keep testing possible cures for Delman Mycota. Perhaps someday she can be one of my researchers. I've been studying Delman Mycota for over 20 years. If anyone can find a cure, it's me. I'm not about to abandon my life's most important work. There has to be something that can eradicate the fungus once it's disposed of the Nahatan flu. What does it matter if she and Nathan are able to live out their days together? I'd only prioritize curing her. But I am a researcher. I am not above recognizing the benefit of additional subjects with which to compare results. My researchers signed on with me because of my area of study. They knew the dangers of Delman Mycota as well as its potential. All that space in the labs was necessary for safe experimentation. I regret their loss, but they knew the risks.
Nathan and I could finally be together. But the way to do so means becoming his mother's experiment. But I'd be safe, provided for. I'd get to dance and sing every day with the one I love. Some would kill for such a gentle life. Leaving for good is no option for me. My heart is Nathan's and his is mine. If I don't give up my freedom, I can help Cecile find a cure. I'd get to see the world like I always wanted, but I'd be in her service. And I'd be alone. Life offers no guarantee of love either. But I found that, didn't I? I don't see it as giving up my freedom. I see it as a choice of how I get to show my love. But my heart is split. If you were in my place, which would you choose?
I don't want to be alone again. I want nothing more than for Dacia to stay with me. If we can't walk the world together, at least we never have to be apart. But I love her. Deeply, truly, I do, which is why I know I cannot ask her to stay.
After I lost everything, leaving for good is no option. Life offers no guarantee of love either. But I found that, didn't I? I don't see it as giving up my freedom. I see it as a choice of how I get to show my love. But my heart is split. If you were in my place, which would you choose? I made it this far. I can work and wander a bit longer to have Nathan by my side for good someday. Sethiel and I are going to find that cure. Thank you for helping me see the best path forward, stranger. Here's your reward.
Dacia, I love you. I'm glad you're going to see the world.
Nathan, until you can see it with me, my road will always lead back to Tel Dreloth.
You're going to regret this.
Look for my mirror, and see if the Void Prowlers dropped anything. was where those thieves ambushed me. People leave trash everywhere, don't they? Is that cloth? Yes, good. Useful. I see my mirror. Could be a trap. My mirror! Is it broken? Why would Void Prowler brutes keep notes? The mortal keeps Hezek waiting with anticipation. I can stand here forever. You're the one who grows old. But you found my mirror, and that's what matters. I'll use it to track the Void Prowlers, assuming you found something of theirs as an anchor. Mortals are quite skilled at picking up garbage, aren't they? Anyway, this fabric tore off a Void Prowler's tunic. I grabbed for it as I fell. We'll use this to track the thieves. This notebook. I knew it! They did follow me from Fargrave! It's nothing. Not every piece of detritus you see on the ground is about you. You don't give Hezek orders! But yes, I'll use this cloth and notebook to locate them. Should have guessed. They went to the obscured forum, right where I was headed. I bet they plan to trade the secret for their own boon. That's my job. Head south and you'll find the obscured forum. Hard to miss. Look for the books. We'll catch the Void Prowlers there and take back my secret. The mortal knows very little about Scarfin, yes. My mirror shows me other places in Oblivion. Usually places I've already been to. This time, I used that junk you found as an anchor to the Void Prowlers. That lets the mirror show me where they went. One of the thieves! You talk to her. It could be a trick.
I told him it was a bad idea. Zaval said he underestimated them. But damn, this stings. Our leader pushed us to raid the forum. Quite the bounty, he thought. I told him the Dark Reeves live in there. They'll tear us up. Now look. Vicious guards. Crazed. Attack on sight. Unless you're a book. You're with the runt. Zavol's still in there. If you go after him, you'll die too. Last I saw Zaval, he ran deep into the forum. Have fun with the Dark Reeves if you go in. Now leave me be, mortal. I have dying to do.
Get in. Now we find that secret. Hezek will let you lead. See here? The intake chamber. Deposit a secret, get a boon. No, no, no! It's too big! We need a plan. Talk with me. The obscured forum is too big! Why can't you summon portals? Heseds can only fit one person. I don't want to leave you aside. Too dangerous. For you. The longer we wander aimlessly, the more likely a swarm of dark reefs tears us apart. This is impossible. I suppose I'll prepare myself for another 1,000 years of serving Madam Wynn. Now you're giving me orders? Can Isaac ever make a decision of his own? Yes, of course. Let me do as you wish. It does appear the leader was here recently, and we might find him in that large room below us. Watch for the dark reefs. They hide in the dark, naturally.
Over so soon?
Lurkers are strange. What they have.
The run's here.
That's him! He kicked me! Does he have the secret? The secret isn't here. All the Void Crawlers are dead, stuck in the obscured forum, and the secret's still lost. I'm a failure, mortal! I let Madam Wynn down! She's gonna add more years to my debt, I mean. You don't understand! Secrets want to hide. They change appearance to blend in. As it bets this one looks like a book now because... Look around! We can't find one secret among all these tomes. No, I'll just have to go back to Fargrave. No, all I see in it is my pitiful face. Just how Madam Wynn must see me. Wait, hold on. Lost items. Yes! How could Isaac forget? Oh, I know a spell. It reveals anything that's lost. It's how I met Madam Wynn, but I need reagents. Let's see what's useful in a bookstore. Get me a tome shell feather, a glob of mold, red, not green, and, oh right, a quill. Isaac has never had a great memory, but that should do it. Everything I listed should should be plentiful here, don't you? That's the red kind, right? Perfect. That tip should be sharp enough. Dome shell feather. Good. I hate those pests. Too cramped. Hezek needs space for the spell. Deeper into the form we go! I hear the echo of a hall. Should be plenty of space for the spell. Meet Hezek inside. Perfect. My spell will cover a wide area here. Don't dawdle. Bring those reagents here. After so many years, Hezek feels uncertain about this. Do I still have the skill? What if it turns me inside out? Or I fall through a portal into the lap of a Hazakrell? Yes, that's right. And I need to do this. To reduce my debt, of course. I'll need perfect concentration, so don't bother me. Head down into the hall. When I've located the secret, you should collect it. While Hezek knows what he's doing, I might not get this right the first time, so you'll need to be patient. I'll call out the location of where I think it is, and you go there and look for it. When you see it, collect it for me. I think I found the secret! Follow the flare! Somewhere. Go to the next flare. This better be it. I ran out of mold. What did Hezek say? I find things. I can't believe you doubted me. Thanks for running around. It wouldn't have worked without you here. Except I would have found a way. Somehow. No, you hold on to it. That thing has caused me enough trouble. If the Dark Reaves attack us on the way back, Hezek might lose it again. Madam Wim wants me to deposit that secret at the intake maw. That will purchase her a boon of Mora. I need a moment to recover. Go back to the intake room and drop this secret into the intake maw. I'll be right behind you. Such a troublesome secret. It better be a good one.
A boon for knowledge. Deposit payment for assessment.
Well, do as it says.
Knowledge deposited. Hold for assessment.
No, I do not want to hear Wim's dumb secret.
Hezek is my most invaluable servant. Much of my power comes from his skill. Without him, I would be lost.
What? It's supposed to be a secret, not a lie.
Knowledge assessed and found sufficient. Accept this boon of Hermaeus Mora. Move along.
It's ridiculous. Meet me outside, mortal. I'm done here. I never want to see another book ever again. So, you have the boon, which means the secret had value. Madam Wim believes what she said. You helped lowly Hezek, reminded me of my purpose. Even though relying on a mortal embarrasses me. But I'll give you something of mine with great value. Hezek's secret. When my debt to Madam Wim gets too low, I'll mess up a job on purpose. The Void Prowlers have a clan, yes? Well, I have her. That's it. That's the most valuable thing I can give you. Oh, fine. Here's some shiny whatever this is. What she said changes nothing, by the way. Hezek still resents scurrying around when told to. Still. All right, then. Back to Fargrave for me. Hope I never see you again, mortal. And keep what I said to yourself. It loses value otherwise.
Ready to ride. One goes to the Calamitous Gallery, another to the Logia Infinitum, and the last goes to the Empyrean Ascent. I think that should be all of them. Yes, 1, 2, 3. 3 books. I think. I don't remember. Did I have more? It is probably fine. Missive? I don't know anything about a missive, but I could use your help. I seem to have in my possession 3 of my master's tomes with no memory of having taken them. I can't understate the trouble I could be in if he finds they're missing. If Hermaeus Mora thinks for even a moment that one of his ciphers is trying to steal knowledge from him, he'd unwrite my very existence without a second thought. Please, the cloisters run amok with danger. Will you help me return these books? Very good, yes. There are only 3 books. An easy enough task for someone of your stature. Please, follow me. The sidereal cloisters chart the stars to predict our futures. Through orreries and century-spanning studies, the ciphers here weave starlight itself into the fabrics of fate. And because of this, the information in these walls is fiercely protected. The entrance is just up ahead. I'll meet you inside. Yes, hello again. See you in there. We should first visit the Calamitous Gallery. Come this way.
He didn't even make it past the main hall this time. Pitiful. And it seems he has dragged a newcomer along as well. Poor soul. And now this mortal is staring at me like they can actually see me. Like they recognize I'm here. Wait. Can you actually see me? You know I'm here? Astounding. Mortal, I'll speak plainly. I am the Morbid Observer, an overseer that presides over the cloisters. I'm afraid you've stumbled upon a trap in motion. Both myself and all those within the cloisters are stuck in a never-ending cycle. Yes, though soon he'll return. Just know that when he does, he will not be able to see me. I've been kept separate from the others, unseen and unheard. I believe someone tried to steal from the cloisters, and this triggered a magical countermeasure. I assure you that a trap set by Mora himself won't be easy to undo. My best guess is to find the root of its cause, the crime that Minai Shai participated in, though he doesn't seem to remember. But enough talk. The Argonian returns.
Hello, traveler. I hope the main hall isn't too imposing. I assure you, the rest of the sidereal cloisters is far more welcoming. Let me know when you're ready to venture forward. I believe the Calamitous Gallery is our first stop. A ghastly collection of troubling predictions, so please do try to avoid peeking. Best not to worry yourself. Died? I don't know that I did. After all, here I stand in one piece. Though I suppose death can encompass a great many things. A change in self, a departure from the old. Perhaps we can compare notes after we are finished. Meet me in the Calamitous Gallery. It's this way!
He's spirited, to say the least. But he'll grow on you. Or not. He comes back either way.
Tread carefully. The Calamitous Gallery has grown unruly as of late. It's become nearly as dangerous as its prophecies. Everything seems to be so angry at me. Did I do something wrong? We made it! We just have to place the book back in its proper spot and... Wait, what's that? I've never seen that in here before.
Struck down once again, though he did mention that something seemed different. Come, let us speak. Thanks to you, Minai Shai actually made it through the Calamitous Gallery. It's almost cause for celebration, though admittedly the bar is low. Since I am unable to lift the books, I ask that you complete the task before we investigate. I'm sure it would have already, but yet you still stand. You don't happen to have a pact with the Fathomless Prince, do you? Regardless, return the book to its proper spot. Portents of celestial bodies should sit right over there. The sigil of the Great Eye. So this is a trap of Mora's making. Fabric. I do not recognize that pendant sigil. Moreover, ciphers are not permitted personal trinkets while within the cloisters.
The new cipher revealed he was sent here on a secret mission by our Fathomless Prince, and that he needs my help. I can't believe it. I'd do anything for my master.
Are those footsteps leading to the bookshelf? Wait, no. They seem to pass right through it.
Do you feel the pull? The spiraling loop of the cycle? Delve deeper if you wish to resolve its unending trial.
A mysterious cipher. How intriguing. Traveler, use this portal to return to the main hall. I'll meet you there shortly. Portents and clues. A trap befitting the cloisters. There is no questioning it. Mora has trapped us in this cycle, and these visions are beginning to reveal why. Minai Shai was aiding a new cipher, one that said he worked for Mora himself. A strange cipher bearing an unrecognizable pendant and fabric that does not match the robes of the cloisters. This cipher fooled Minai Shai into unsealing protected tomes, and we've been paying the price this whole time. I'm certain of it.
There you are. I was worried you changed your mind. Come now, we've got books to return. You have a friendly look about you, traveler. Even at a glance, I feel that I can trust you. You must get that a lot. A new cipher? It isn't often someone joins our ranks, but I must say, those that do are often strange in their own ways. Perhaps when we're done here, I can help you find who you're looking for. Strange. Seems I have fewer books to return than I remember. Don't you love when that happens? Onwards to Logia Infinitum.
There he goes. Again. Keep an eye open for any new details that may reveal the identity of this mystery cipher.
I find comfort in Logia Infinitum's vastness. Our prince's knowledge is as infinite as he is caring. To walk these halls is to be... The Logia Infinitum contains improvement. Do be careful. Every tome here is priceless, I assure you.
Who's better than us? Nobody.
Ah, yes, right here. Just need to return the book back to the correct place. Wait a moment. Traveler, something is wrong here.
I believe you are starting to understand what I have endured for countless cycles. The sigil has revealed more projections, including one of myself. Interesting. So Mina Shai is the one undoing the seals on these tomes. What is this fool up
to? These are simple enough seals. Strange that the cipher couldn't undo these himself. No matter. I'm happy to help my prince.
An idol of some sort? Though I'm not sure why someone would worship a rat.
The cycle turns ever forward until all that was stolen is returned.
It seems I had a chance to stop him, but acted too slowly. Is this my fault? On to the last book, Traveler. Let us end this.
Let's not dawdle, Traveler. It seems I actually only have one book to return. Here I was, bemoaning the task of returning these books, and it was only the one. I must look like a lazy fool. Still, I appreciate your company. And how grand it must be for you to see the sidereal cloisters in all its glory. Nonsense. I appreciate your aid, Traveler, but it is my duty to see this book returned. To think I played any role in removing them is pain enough. I won't shirk my duties onto a stranger. No offense. You are in for a treat. Onwards to the Empyrean ascent!
With the final book returned, we should finally get the answers we seek.
Prepare yourself for the majesty of the Empyrean ascent, the summit of the Cloister's collections.
You weren't keeping score, were you?
They're all very hostile, aren't they? I'm prone to a short temper myself when a book isn't returned properly. Thank you, Traveler. Now all that is left is to return the book. Wait, this looks odd. I've not seen this in here before.
You should have the honor. Not that I could return the final book myself. More projections? I was certain returning this book would end the cycle. Minai Shai can't possibly know about the divinatory forums. What is he doing here? And who is that cipher?
I have collected all the books our master requested. I do hope this pleases him.
Quick! These tomes need to be brought up to the divinatory forums. Your master commands it.
A cipher, deceived into welcoming in vermin. And all under the nose of a blind observer.
The Great Ice. This mysterious cipher mentioned the divinatory forums. A hidden wing of the cloisters only known to overseers like myself, and a privileged few ciphers. It seems our best course of action is to follow in their footsteps. In order to access the divinatory forums, a cipher must tap into the sigil magic that pulses through the cloisters. You'll have to trace the sigil of the Great Eye, and pray that my presence, however tenuous, still allows us access to its halls. It worked. Let us continue into the divinatory forums. A fourth book and one more potent than the rest. We must return it, Traveler, and stop this intruder at all costs.
Who's better than us? Nobody.
The Atlas Obscurum? Of course this triggered Mora's trap. My prince would never risk this tome leaving the cloisters. Quickly, we must return it. There, by the Divining Overlook. That is where we must return the Atlas. I'll meet you in there after I ascertain the extent of the cult's damage.
You only delay my escape from this cycle. I will be free from it. Come, you obey me now. I failed you.
There, that pedestal. Return the Atlas to its protective ward. This is it, Traveler. The moment the cycle was triggered, trapping us here. Minai Shai, wait! We can't allow him access to the Atlas.
Wait, you're no cipher. I won't allow you to steal these books. I won't.
The divinatory forums are at my fingertips, Master Periite. All that is left is to steal the Atlas.
None escape my eye, nor my judgment. Deceiver and deceived alike. With knowledge secured and lesson learned, the cycle is broken. The faithful are made whole.
The books! They're trying to steal... Wait, is it over? Were the books returned?
Yes, Minai Shai. They've been returned. Come, let us speak in the main hall where it is safer.
Wait, I died? And you were conscious the whole time? This is a lot to take in. How long were we trapped in this cycle?
I'm unsure how long the cycle lasted. It could have been an eternity. And yes, you died. A great many times, in fact.
You did it! You ended the cycle! I'm slowly starting to remember everything. And yes, that includes all my deaths. But best not to dwell on that now. Thank you for everything you have done for me. For us. Yes, thank you for freeing us from this trap. To think my prince would go to such lengths to protect the knowledge kept here. A harsh punishment, but I must not question my master. It isn't much, but I want you to have this. Thank you, friend. My time here in the cloisters has been Enlightening. I think, after all this, it'd be nice to stretch my legs and explore the plane. I'll do my best to avoid mad cultists and traps, I promise. Oh, certainly. It has been a privilege to work within these halls. And besides, it's been a while since I've been able to properly conduct my role as a cipher. Imagine all the predictions that have piled up while we were trapped.
Strange. I had forgotten the smell of dusty divinations. In fact, I can't remember the last book I read. It's been ages since I could pick one up.
If you would like, I could offer a few suggestions. Some of my favorites, perhaps.
That would be appreciated, Minai Shai. Though perhaps, let me collect them this time.
Never a dull moment.
here. Ah, an adventurer. Thank the Fathoms. My name is Cypher Margo, and I watch over the nearby Rectory Corporea. I am in desperate need of an adventurer who can help me re-establish order here. The chorus is in disharmony, you see. Watchers, Whiskers, what will we do? The Rectory houses one of Hermaeus Mora's most prized magical apparatuses. The vessels that comprise it suddenly began to fail, and now the whole thing risks collapse. Margo knows not how, or why, nor why. He needs help. The faulty vessels destabilize the entire apparatus, dislodging focus crystals, warping valves, and prompting leaks throughout the system. Margo needs someone to protect his backside and make repairs. You would take Nurni gold as payment, yes? First, we need to reset the magica focus in the Corporea Secretis, an outbuilding to the northeast. Tide King willing, that will reduce the instability. I only hope we're not too late. The chorus cannot endure these conditions for long. Who's Marco? I am just one of the Tide King's many servants. I oversee the Rectory's facilities, monitor the vessels, clean the instruments, and so on. Lots to do. Busy. Until something like this happens. The same as you, I expect. Marco read many books. The Sermons of Amandro, of course, but also the Rites of San Jean, Noctra's Hissing Codex, that sort of thing. What can Marco say? He's a bookworm, yes. Yes, Hermora's Tome of Tides, Marco can still see the cover when he closes his eyes. Moist, supple, constantly leaking ink and foam. A beautiful thing. A few nightmares, hallucinations, extra limbs, you know how these things go. Margo does not like this word, cultist. But yes, it did not take long before I became a cipher. And I've seldom had cause to regret it. What a disaster. Whose Margot hopes the vessels remain intact. Thank the tides. The vessels in this room seem largely intact. What's happening to that vessel? Quickly, reset the magical focus.
Another failed body. I will be free!
Watchers, whiskers. What was that? I've been tending to the vessels in the Corporea for many, many years, and never before have I seen a thing like what just happened. That vessel, it just talked to us. It moved. That should not be possible. Well, normally they just lie there. The Rectory's magic keeps the vessels healthy while their minds serve the chorus. They don't just get up and say scary things before keeling over. Wait, this vessel is dead? Oh no! They never tried to break free. But if they did, I suppose it is possible. Even the gradual extraction can cause stress, nosebleeds, seizures. But something the vessel said, another failed body. Those were its words, remember? Precisely. This worries who's Margot the most. Something may be toying with the vessels in the Rectory and killing them in the process. But whose Margot doesn't know what could do such a thing. We should check the Rectory archives. They are just next door.
You want to die? Fire!
Margot will start with these manuals. You will check the other tomes, yes? Look for anything on vessel disturbances. Finished reading? Let's talk. Cease on these archives, whose Margot doesn't see anything useful in these books. Did you have better luck? Tell whose Margot what you learned from yours. Anything that would explain what's happening to the vessels. Why some move and speak. Yes, yes. Some say it is like a dream world, where the minds of all in the chorus can wander freely, interacting with one another while the Great Eye studies them. What? At least that narrows the scope of our research. The disturbance must originate from within the Rectory, or even the chorus itself. Press on to the Esoterica Corporea to the north. It houses our preparatory instruments and an auxiliary somnambulum. Somnambulum, one of the devices that grants entry to the chorus, sustains the vessel, and so on. Examining one might provide us with some clues without disturbing the other vessels. Or without disturbing them more, at any rate. I'll meet you there. Margot will try and learn a bit more here. Go ahead, and he will catch up with you. It depends entirely on their contract. Some may spend their entire lives as part of the chorus, in exchange for a promised fortune or magical knowledge. Others may only spend a few winters, but I assure you, each mind is as important as the last. The Esoterica Corporea acts as the entry point for newly interred minds joining our chorus. An important process where any slight mistake could irrevocably harm one's mind. It depends entirely on their
Ready to ride.
By the tides! The vessels arrive like worms on a hook. Like before. Reset the focus.
Get out!
There! Another one speaks. Another coral mind awakening. But that voice... Quickly, reset the focus. I have an idea. I think I understand what's going on. We should speak, adventurer. After witnessing that vessel speak, I fear I now understand the source of our problem. It seems a rogue mind is traveling through and tampering with the chorus. A crisis whose Margot did not think possible until now. Yes, a troublemaker, disconnected from the chorus. It keeps trying to escape through a connected body, but the attempts prove fatal every time. Out here in Apocrypha, we have no hope of isolating it. But if one of us entered the... Well, you, obviously. Whose Margot must oversee the procedure and monitor the apparatus, yes? I would not suggest it if we had any other way of finding the rogue mind. But every moment we delay puts another vessel at risk. So, will you do it? Ah, yes. Wisdom and bravery. You are a true child of Mora. Let's proceed to the next room. The auxiliary somnambulum is there. It will allow you to enter the chorus, but you will not travel alone. Whose Margot will guide you from here. There. That's the somnambulum. I'll prepare it for you. There you are. I pray this isn't too disorienting. Let's discuss our next move. Welcome to the chorus, or its lowest levels at any rate. We call this the cognitive substrate. Few members of the chorus visit this place, but it connects to all the chorus's other regions. The perfect hiding place for a rogue mind, yes? To enter the chorus, every vessel signs a pact. You think of flimsy parchment contracts, yes? Not so in Apocrypha. It is an anchor that binds the vessel's mind. No one can travel far from their pact, and Margot has a spell that can sniff it out. At the very least, it will tell us who the mind belongs to. I do not know what shape the spell will take inside the chorus. Each vessel's perception of the space is unique, but it should be easy enough to manipulate and follow. Be cautious. The chorus's mind sentinels will see you as an intruder. Stand ready to defend yourself, yes? There! This is our pact, yes? Have a look. It might tell us something about our quarry. The Daggerfall Devil. The Daggerfall Devil. Watcher, spare us. On the one claw, it makes sense that a serial killer in the chorus would be the cause of our troubles. On the other, there is a serial killer in the chorus, and it appears that he wants out. Yes? Yes! But dealing with him means killing him. A task that is a little more difficult than just stabbing his cold manifestation. Margot would need to make sure the Daggerfall Devil couldn't flee to another body and hide. Margot thinks so, but we will need to act at the same time, like two claws pinching a well-oiled grape. Margot will need to leave you to find the body while you find the mind. The pact, thankfully, provides us with some inkling of where to look. Leaping into other people's bodies may have caused some mnemonic bleed. Elements of his psyche, memories, could have broken loose. I'll tune the spell to seek out his memories. If you can find enough of them, it should lead us to his mind's core. Best of luck to both of us.
first life I took. A scrawny beast, loved by the child next door. Seeing the boy cry made me smile. I offered the shelter of my basement to wandering souls.
Ground yourself.
To take their lives while they slept.
That's it?
My father's knife. A handle carved from an antler. A blade sharp enough to cut bone.
Can you hear who's Margot, friend? Who's Margot isolated the rogue mind's vessel? You should be able to dispatch him.
Like all the rest! You're not the first to try and stop me! That's it. This will not be my end! Gotta be better than that.
There! That's the Daggerfall Devil's mind! You did it! I see no trace of the Daggerfall Devil in the registry! Now quickly, adventurer, return to your body. Welcome back, adventurer. I hope your time in the chorus wasn't too disorienting. Let's talk outside. fresh air. Better, yes? According to my instruments, you made it out of the chorus with nary a scratch on your psyche. How are your memories? Any confusion? Dizziness? No? Good. Safe from immediate danger, yes. But stress levels among the vessels are still far too high. I must inspect each mind and vessel to ensure their well-being. You have a strong mind. If you have the time, I would certainly enjoy studying it. Of course, of course. Whose Margot is sure our prince has plans for you beyond the Rectory Corporea. But do keep the offer in mind. Hermaeus Mora and the Rectory Corporea owe you a debt, adventurer. One we will never forget to repay. Perhaps one day you'll hear our Uzmar.
They reopen the necropolis. Now all will see how much I honor and respect my ancestors.
Right. I heard they had some sort of celebration for some hero called the Chosen.
I overheard some...
Good on you. You're ready for anything.
Come here. Look at all this one.
How do I make a profit?
All manner of...
Did you come here for crafting certification?
This is wearisome indeed.
I should make a note of that.
Oh, I blunted the edge on a troll's sword. They got some hard heads.
That chef makes better food than she lets on.
Take your time and mend it properly. Might save my life someday.
I've got what you need.
This city's so different